It really does. It like prepares you, for the future. It really does. I mean, that's my take with it. If you can last, if you're up here and there's 6 or 7 people that's ganging up on you and you last it, I mean, it makes you better. And what don't kill you only makes you stronger. The way I believe.
Right. So during that time, and I'm not going to spend too much time on it, but I just want to say during that time, there was a clear agenda to paint me in a negative light whenever in that community, and they wanted to ask me closed-ended questions that were loaded, and no matter if I answered yes or no, it would put me in a bad light. So I refused to do that. And then after about 2 streams and the total of maybe 4 or 5 hours, maybe even more than that, cumulatively speaking, Katie decided to boot me off the panel. Then we had a little back and forth, and then I just started timestamping all of her lies, and then I would make a community post along with her YouTube live stream link. So I would just link her channel, and I would say, at this timestamp, you said this, you lied, and here's the timestamp where you lied. And she didn't like that because I was just making community posts that were factual. And and the only way that she could combat it is if she took down the videos, because people could just click on the link, go to the timestamp, and see where she was lying about certain things. So she really didn't like me. And we move on. She makes her way into the community. She starts to cover Ernie obsessively, and that sort of floats her community along. The people that have mostly been kicked out by the mean girls sort of latch on to her, and then they build their own community. Some of them are part of different communities, and they sort of just come together as one. And that happens. That happens in communities. And next thing you know, the Lightning Tiger becomes the content every day, all day, which I'm sure Ernie doesn't really mind. He doesn't mind being the content. He loves that, don't you, Ernie? But it got to the point to where I think Katie got a little bit too big for her britches, because she reached a point where she started letting Cyrax on panel. And that same stream, well, wouldn't you know, don't you know, she went ahead and monetized her channel after that stream got like, 3, 4, 5,000 viewers, got thousands of viewers for the first time. It blew up. And then next thing you know, she monetized her channel, and people started getting mad about the whole Cyrax stuff. Then fast forward, we have all the things going on with Painting Gate, all the things going on with, I'm just going to be nice, I'm going to wear like a really nice glove when I say this. We're just going to say false positive gate. I'm not even going to accuse her of having the H word. I'm just going to say, based on her own words, false positive. So she didn't tell a certain man that she was with about a false positive. And well, if go ahead.
Hold on, though. The problem with the false positive is that's another lie. And we're going to cover that on the horse report real soon. I'm not going to go into it tonight. But, like she tried to claim, I had such a hard time with the eyes on the picture gate or whatever. She lied about that. So why wouldn't she lie about the other?
That's true, 100%, Mr. T.
I'm not trying to cut you off.
Oh, no, you're fine. You're fine. No, anytime. So Random Ash says Paint Gate, Wreath Gate, and Wiener Gate. What's next? So, and keep in mind, I'm skipping over a lot because during this time, she's falling out with Nicolina and the Mean Girls. That was throughout all of late 2024. She was making a lot of people in the community and several communities upset with her. And as she was building that alliance, she was also creating people on other sides that just couldn't stand her voice. I don't really listen to her live streams. I do listen to clips. But people sometimes ask me, they'll say, hey, did you watch, what Katie said? And I said, nope. I just can't stand. I just find it so weird that she's made all this money over the last year, but yet she's still streaming from the same crappy laptop, has no effort whatsoever. She doesn't even have a mouse for her laptop, for Christ's sakes. You can hear her fucking fingers hitting the keyboard, and she'll knock on shit. And that shitty laptop that you got. No effort to get a microphone. No effort to improve yourself. No effort whatsoever. Just a complete disregard. Taking in the money, but never improving. That's one thing that pisses me off. Another thing that pisses me off is in your modeling photos, all you do is litter and throw shit all over the laundry room. But you know what? We will leave that for the horse report, Mark. We're going to leave that for
okay. Raylan's got breaking news. She says, Ernie needs to know Katie ain't shit, and he don't need to feel bad for her because she deserves it. How do you feel about that, Ernie? I mean, that's coming straight from Raylan right there. Wow.
Well, Raylan always has a way to put it straightforward, and yeah, I mean, I understand that. 100,000%. I know if it was my channel, they'd be over there celebrating. It's just a thing about, I know how it is to lose a channel. I mean, especially, I've never been asleep and lost a channel. Well, I have been asleep and lost a channel. I fell asleep when Nicolina porn bombed me, and I lost my channel while she was on panel. And it's a time when I was taking medications, and I was overdoing it, to tell you the truth. And I literally just went out, and yeah, she did. She took my channel. She also sent ASMR over there. He did that one time. And, I really looked up to him, like for a friend. I thought he was a friend of mine. And he pointed by, and I had 12,000 followers at that time. And yes, there's 12,000 subscribers. And he pointed by my channel and got it took. And I never do it. I didn't know he would ever do me that way. He did me that way. And then he messaged me and he said, man, you're going to be bigger than ever before. And he was scared to death. And I've still never really forgave him for that. But, I've lost. I mean, I've lost, guys. I've lost before, and it's no fun. It's no fun at all. And I mean, Jimbo. I mean, any Pats. I mean, they done me that way as well. So I know what it's like, and it sucks, especially when you build it up and it's doing this or doing that. I mean,
Yeah, but at the
my
same
first-
time, what did you do this morning, Ernie? After you called me and about an hour passed, what did you do this morning? I mean, let's shoot it straight, Tiger.
I had a proper funeral, and here's the thing: I didn't know that I was going to go into that spiel. I didn't, and my buddy in the car at the time literally is looking up Amazing Grace. He's listening. He don't even know what the hell's going on. He's looking up Amazing Grace on the damn phone, and he hooks it to the Bluetooth in the car. And the next thing you know, she fucking the girl in the back licks up. And she's like, "Hey, look!" And she's sitting there giving ideas. I don't hear them because I'm on live, and I'm sitting here. All of a sudden, I hear dun 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 dun, and I was like, "Oh shit!" And I think to myself, I was like, "So I go into a preaching spiel. I mean, it's Sunday, why not? And I went into I guess you call it a eulogy."
A urology?
A eulogy.
A eulogy, folks. That's what it was. I know, guys. It's a eulogy. I know. It's a eulogy for me, okay?
Okay. You're from Harlan County. We can forgive you. You're the next governor. Woo! Let me tell you something, Governor. Don't you feel too bad for Katie. She don't even need a fucking YouTube channel. She's one of them fucking spoiled. We got a gold spoon stuck up her fucking ass, just like the cob she's had up her ass for me. Ever since, all I said was just call her Plastic Katie, and she went fucking bonker berserk ever since then. So don't feel too bad for her because she's got a golden spoon stuck right up her HPV pussy.
Oh my goodness.
So Raylan had posted a comment on something, said that Katie's people been contacting me behind the scenes. No, they haven't. As a matter of fact, I've been busy today. Very, very busy. I haven't got that. And they might have. I have to check emails. I've not got to check no emails. I got a ton of them, and I'm scared to even go into them, to be honest with you. So, yeah, there's a lot happened. And then, of course, you all know I was going to do a live totally tonight, and I got thrown completely off my game. MAGA came in, and the next thing you know, it's just, I'm done. I don't even